David Goggins said, "There is no more time to waste. Hours and days evaporate like creeks in the desert." That's why it's okay to be cruel to yourself, as long as you realize you're doing it to become better. I'm going to give you a complete blueprint for winter arc. Your mindset, your presence. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you something that will shock you. Something so powerful that if you apply it, your life from here on will never be the same. If you want to stop wasting time, stop being average, and start showing up in rooms with confidence and power, this blueprint is for you. You see, David Goggins, in Can't Hurt Me, and his stories of running through blizzards, freezing waters, pain, he teaches more than endurance. He teaches identity. He says time is slipping away. He says, there is no more time to waste. You might be feeling stuck. Last winter you promised change. Last winter you said, this time. But distractions, comfort, comparison cut you down. Your phone, your sleeping days, your lack of focus, these are your enemies. And if you want to become someone who commands respect, someone who walks into any room and people feel your energy, then you must wage war on who you used to be. In phase 1, days 130, you will reset everything that has been poisoning your progress. Wake up early at sunrise. In that first hour, no phone, no news, no distractions. Let that time belong entirely to you. Meditation, cold exposure journaling. For example, cold showers. Goggins trained himself to embrace the cold as resistance. When you do this, you rewire your mind. You signal to your brain, comfort is not my goal. Growth is. Every night, write down 3 wins, no matter how small. Maybe you made your bed. Maybe you worked out. Maybe you read 1 page. That's progress. Remove your biggest distraction. Maybe it is social media. Maybe it is binge gaming. Maybe it's toxic friends. Whatever pulls you away from excellence, cut it. In phase 2, days 3160, you rebuild identity. You stop being a ghost in rooms. You start showing up. Train hard in the gym. Push strength, push skill. Let your body reflect your inner resolve. Work on your posture, your speech, your clothes. Dress not for others, but for yourself, with purpose. When you stand tall, speak clear, walk like you belong, people respond differently. Daily speak to someone new. Share your goals with a friend or mentor. Hold yourself accountable. Remember what Goggins did. He did things people thought nuts. Running in snow, swimming in icy waters, pushing through fear. But every time he did, people noticed. Not because they applauded, because they saw someone who refused to stop. Now you enter days 6190. You are no longer just preparing. You are delivering. Pick a project. Maybe it's a fitness goal. Maybe it's a business idea. Maybe it's a skill to master. Publicize your progress. Let people see your dedication. Track your weeks. Where did you slip? Fix it immediately. Consistency over perfection. Push 1 comfort zone boundary each week. Cold exposure. Early mornings. By day 90, your habits will stop feeling like habits. They become part of who you are. When winter ends, others thaw off. You have hardened. You will feel lonely. You will feel tired. You will have days when you look behind and nothing seems changed. That's when you remember David Goggins said, "There is no more time to waste." Quote fancy, use that pain. Use the shame, use the guilt. Let it fuel you. Don't give in to tomorrow. Don't become someone who will look back and regret. If you follow this plan, by day 90 you will walk into rooms with confidence. People notice your posture, your tone, your energy. Have self-discipline that doesn't require reminders. You'll wake up even when you don't want to. Be sharper. Focus, decision-making. Presence will be dialed in. Make tremendous progress on whichever goal you chose. Fitness, skill project. You won't be the same person. And here's what I promised at the start, something to shock you. If you implement every single part of this 90-day blueprint, your old self becomes a different story. Your reflection doesn't remind you of the past. It warns others of what's possible. So here's the challenge. Comment below, "I start winter arc now," and share your 3 non-negotiables. Subscribe if you're ready to become someone who doesn't wait for chances, but creates them. This winter, you don't just survive, you rise.